Valley Tuesdays.
Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Ellswick, president of Tasty Blend Foods. Welcome back yet again to my kitchen. I was out over the weekend shopping, as I'm sure everybody in our community has been doing, and I got hungry and the lines were just awful. So I thought today I'm going to show you guys how to make a delicious hot stack of pancakes in your kitchen and beat those lines through this holiday season, okay? So what you're going to need is a box here of our recipe mix or our biscuit and more. And you can do all kinds of stuff with this, lots of recipes on the back. But we're going to start with pancakes. So get you some mix, some buttermilk. You can use regular milk if you'd rather. A stick of butter to fry it. You're going to need a bowl, a measuring cup, a whisk, some measuring spoons, some sugar, some vanilla, and some eggs. It's going to all go in the bowl. It's going to be super simple. So let's get started. So first thing I want to do is just open this up. I like to cut the top of the bag because there's a lot of mix in here, guys. You're going to be able to use this multiple times. So I want to make sure that I can reseal it and fold it back down in the bag and not mess all that up. So we're going to start with 2 cups of biscuit mix. And then we're going to follow that with 2 cups of buttermilk. Now, if you're using regular milk, you may want to use a cup or a cup and a half. If you're using buttermilk, you'll want to use a little bit more. And then it's really just going to depend on how you like your batter. If you want a thicker batter or a thinner batter, I like mine a little on the thinner side. So I'm going to go with 2 cups of buttermilk. And just so that I don't have to worry about, did I get everything else mixed up, I'm going to add it in here to my milk. So to my 2 cups of milk, I will add in 1 egg, and I will also add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Then I'm going to go ahead and whisk this together in the measuring cup so that I have a nice, smooth, it should almost look like a custard, and that way everything is incorporated before you pour it into your mix in your bowl. Now also, I want to add a tablespoon of sugar to my mix, which you don't have to stir together or anything like that before you add your liquid in. You just add a little tablespoon of sugar right in there, and then we'll hit it with our liquid. And then we want to get a nice incorporated batter. Now you're going to notice that in our biscuit mix and in our pancake mix and biscuit and more, there are little chips, okay? You're not going to get a nice smooth consistency. It's going to look a little rough. And that's because these are tenderizing chips in here, okay? So when you cook this batter, those tenderizing chips melt in and make everything nice and tender. So we're going to get this mixed up. We're going to let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes and just let everything kind of gel together. We're going to go over the stove and fry them up. Okay, so we're going to get the butter in the pan and we're going to get to frying. Now, one tip that I want to give you guys is if you want a nice, smooth, equally brown pancake like you see on TV, the less butter or grease or any kind of fat that you use, the more consistent browning you're going to have. But if you like those homemade pancakes that have that little rim on them, that crusty piece, you're going to want to put a little bit more butter in your pan. That's how you get that crust, okay? So we want to make sure that this pan is nice and hot. You want your butter to kind of foam up like that a little bit. And then we're just going to use our ladle. We're going to put a nice scoop right in our pan. Now we want to let those go until we see them start to get a little dry and some bubbles, which I'm going to show you when that occurs. It's going to take probably 3 or 4 minutes on this first side. All right, we are about ready to flip, and I want to show you guys what we're looking for, okay? So if you look really closely here, you can see the holes coming up around the edge, all these bubbles, and then you can see this dryness right along the entire edge of the pancake, and that lets you know, hey, I'm ready to be turned. So we'll give her a nice flip. And we've got that nice golden edge on here from where we've put the butter in it. We're going to let this cook on the other side. I'm going to make up the rest of this batter, and I'll show you how it turns out. I finished cooking off all of the batter that we had, and now I've got this beautiful mess of pancakes that I cannot wait to eat. I've got my favorite toppings here, some blueberries and some chocolate chips, but you can also use some whipped topping or some syrup. Whatever your heart desires, you can have with these things. And best of all, you didn't have to wait in line to get them. You got up in your PJs and you fed your family yourself. Remember that you can find all of our products at your local grocer. And if you want to see any of the shows that we've done here on the news, check out our website at tastyblend.com. And remember, as always, nobody has to know that it came from a mix.